Good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. All right, guys, this has been an incredible journey so far. And, guys, this is the last week of the summer shows. So, if you guys can't find us on here, you can find us at mypsychicconnection.com. Now, we will be back after this week on September 27th with season 2. So don't forget to tune in for season 2 and see what our new lineup is like. And yes, that's right. We will be back with the 2-hour shows. Now, part of our new lineup is there's could be a change. One of our psychics that has joined us is auditioning for American Idol and has a great chance of being on there. So I cannot wait to give her the support and the support of everyone here that watches our shows, because guys, we will be watching and supporting as much as we can. And that psychic too is Emma Rose. Hi, Emma.
Hi.
What's up?
Just chilling, getting ready for the big audition. I'm still waiting to hear back from them because I did the first audition, the virtual one, and they said They really liked me a lot. So basically it was like 6 minutes. They're like, wow, I'm feeling like the producer, she was bobbing her head and jamming out to it, like basically dancing in her seat. And I'm like, wow, like she liked me that much. She's like, very nice, very nice. Like that was her face. Like,
nice. That's so awesome.
That email.
Like I said, we're going to be here. We're going to be supporting you and cheering you on. And, tell us what Hollywood's all about once you get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And the rock star hair. Gotta love it.
Exactly. You got to tell us about the golden ticket, and hopefully they'll let you keep that so you have memorabilia.
Yeah, Willy Wonka came to life.
Exactly. You need that golden ticket, girl, and I know you're going to get it. From what I've heard, you've got it. All right, guys, remember, we are all trying to get as many people in as we possibly can. If you'd like a longer read, you can jump the list. That guarantees your reading. Remember, guys, we are only here for an hour, so we're only going to be taking jumps for the first half hour of the show. After that, we're going to just take whoever was left on our list as fast as we can, and we'll try to get to as many people as we possibly can. Remember, if you don't get on tonight, we're here all week long, so don't forget to tune in and check out some of our other shows. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our list and see. We've got Danielle Diamond. Danielle, get your question ready.
That's an awesome name.
Yes, it is. It's also AKA Wifey. So her and I go back a couple years, but we met each other through a psychic that worked for me, and we just have had a blast ever since. So it's been absolutely fun. All right. So Danielle Diamond, get your question out to us. We'll be more than happy to take your question. After Danielle is going to be Cool Girl. Cool Girl, get your question ready. You will be right after Danielle.
Very early 2000s. Gotta love it.
Catherine says that's a DJ name. Well, she's over there. All right, guys. All right. I will take a look here. All right, guys. Danielle says, just wondering about my job. It's been rough lately dealing with the collective. How do you see it going? All right, so when it comes to this job, it's funny that you mentioned the job, because that has been a focus point for you, which I'm seeing that even when you got the job, is this the job that I want? Is this the job how do I put this? It's like, I need the job, but is this the job that I want? And that seems to be the question of the day. And at first it came with great perks, but then all of a sudden I'm seeing the energy's completely shifted. It looks like management's acting kind of like a bunch of asses, but I feel like it's because there's a lot of pressure in the situation right now, and a lot of political crap as well. So try to ignore the political crap if possible. And if you can, try to kind of rough this out until we find yourself in the next position, which to me, that looks like it's not that far away. I would say probably, to me, this looks like to be about a 3 to 4 week situation. She says, yes, 100. Oh my God, yes. So the thing is that also your focus right now with this job is this is giving you the time to focus on other things and give yourself the opportunity to branch out and actually walk away, because I don't see you staying. So within this next three weeks to 4 at the most, I see you somewhere else. She says, boy, I'm trying to deal. Should I start looking for a new job? Yes, start. But I'm going to tell you right now, the perfect opportunity is going to come walking across your desk. You're not even going to be seeing it. It's going to come out of left field. It's a little bit different than what you're used to, but I see the opportunities there. You're not sure if you should take the job. Take it. It's unique. It's different than what you've been through. And what happens there is management. So it's definitely well worth looking into once it comes across your desk. Give it about 3 weeks when that happens. But between now and then, continue to keep looking and check out all your opportunities, because you don't want to miss out on anything. She says, Roger that. I hear you loud and clear. Thank you. You are welcome. I'm going to pass it over to Emma, see what Emma's got for you. Emma, what's going on over there?
All right, Danielle. So basically, I keep hearing the words TikTok, like the user platform. I keep hearing TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Not like a clock, but like, it's more so, I think Spirit's encouraging you to go on TikTok and see if you got a fair shot there. Because Spirit's saying, yeah, you got a really good shot there. And if you have a significant other or a special guy friend, I feel like if you were to do that, it would blow up a lot of views. Because I feel like this guy friend of yours, whoever it may be, is very entertaining and very funny, fun-loving and outgoing, just like you. You know, you mirror each other. And I feel like with this new job on the rise, don't pass it, okay? At the end of the day, you have free will. Energy shift constantly. However, do not pass this, because you're going to be stuck at the job that went bing, wah, wah, wah. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how it's going to go. It's like you're going to be stuck in wah, 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 and that's not what you want. Okay, you deserve the best. And sometimes as human beings, we forget our worth because of the things that have gone down in the past. But I want you to know that misery likes company. And I know that sometimes you like to entertain company when you should be entertaining people on TikTok that are out for your positivity. So I feel like that's a good way to express yourself, because TikTok is a big deal right now. YouTube is a big deal right now. Like, as of next year, it will be literally mission impossible to get yourself out there, because everybody's getting on it now. So you might as well do the knockouts before you get knocked out, if that makes sense. I mean, just do what you have to do to get there, and, you know, obviously stay humble.
Is that interesting? I've actually thought of it.
Yeah, you should definitely go for it. Spirit is saying, give it the green light. You have the green light. I shouldn't even be giving you permission right now. Go. Do it now. The moment you have that nerve, it's like ask, believe, receive. You ask for it.
She says, girl, let's do it together or with Ryan.
Yeah, so basically it's one of those things of, you know, ask for it like you ask the universe as if it's already yours. You believe it's yours, and then you take action, and then you receive it. You know, a good way to manifest is scripting or just jumping right into it like Nike. Just do it. And I kid you not, when you're so engrossed in the moment and you just post a funny video and then you go to bed and the next morning you were like, oh, dang, like, I got all these views. Okay. Because, you know, the fall, you know, TikToks are starting to come up again because the fall season. I mean, the Dollar Tree has plenty of stuff in the store now, so get to it. I recommend doing some fall stuff and just doing everyday TikToks of your fun, crazy life.
Well, thank you, Danielle. Absolutely, guys. I am going to be getting on TikTok myself. I already have the platform set out.
Yes.
So don't worry. You guys will get a chance to see me and quite a few of my friends getting on there and giving it. We're trying to figure out the dynamic of how we're going to go about it. But we have some pretty funny ideas. And you guys might get to meet some of my puppet friends. So get ready for that.
I have my own page too, so if you guys want to, you know, follow me on there and see my crazy, beautiful life, it's never boring. So
just love you, Ryan. Thanks, Emma.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so Deborah Hogan is next on our list. She jumped the list, and then I need Jenna Turner to get her question ready. You'll be right after Debbie or Deb. Sorry about that, Deb. All right. Deb says, "What is coming for me spiritually?" Well, lots of things. I mean, so I keep seeing clearing, understanding, but you're in transition. And with you being in transition, I'm feeling as though it's not that you don't trust yourself, but your mind keeps overthinking things. So it's not that you're not trusting yourself, is that you're overthinking it. You're thinking of every possibility. You're thinking of everything that's going on. And what about this? What about that? What about this? Even though that you're being brought messages from the spiritual side of things, you're like, well, what about this? What about that? What about this? So you're overthinking things. Try to clear your mind. Try to calm your energy down a little bit. But spiritually, I feel like there's a lot of good things. I'm seeing, even though we're in transition, I see financial growth coming. I'm seeing finding balance. I feel as though I do see a couple people that are in your life right now that are kind of going to be set on the sidelines. They're not really growing with you right now, and I feel like they're causing more of a distraction for you. So I kind of see you stepping back from them, and I kind of feel like they're draining you as well. So from what I'm seeing here, that you're going to be able to, as you're growing, even spiritually, you're going to be catching on to more messages. You're going to be got to pay attention to them because some of these messages are very subtle. They're not going to make sense to you, but they're going to make sense to somebody else, and you're going to talk about it, and that person's going to be like, holy cow, that's so what's happening to me right now. That is just confirmation for you. That is to let you know that what you are picking up spiritually is what's about what it's right. It's just not for you. The messages aren't for you. They're for other people in your life. Now, they're not from strangers of people that you don't know. These are people that are around you right now because they're wanting you to stop second guessing. Well, I shouldn't say second guessing. Stop overthinking what you're getting because you're putting too much pressure and too much stress on yourself. And I kind of feel like it's kind of throwing you off a little bit. But your first instinct is the correct one. When you get these messages, it's the correct one. The energy's there. You're strong. I keep seeing travel in your nature that's about to happen next, or a trip of some kind. Just a small one, nothing major. I feel like you need to get away for a moment. I feel like you're going to get that time to get away. So I do feel like this is very good for you. Take in nature. It's showing here grounding for you as well. So put your feet in the grass, plant a flower, salt bath, salt scrub. You know, you've got a lot of grounding to do because you're in transition. You're going to have to do it a little bit more because every time something changes, it's going to throw you off a little bit. But if you can keep yourself grounded, give yourself 15 minutes a day, even if it's a shower. Clear your mind in the shower. It's actually a really good place to clear your mind, to wash away all the negativities. But I kind of feel, some of the people that you're going to kind of set back a little bit, that's okay. They can stay there for now. You don't need them as you're focusing on everything that's coming before you. You need to focus on these things that are happening so you can pick them up. I feel like you're having very vivid dreams from what I'm seeing here. And because you're having such vivid dreams, and some of them are coming off as deja vu, and you would be correct. These things that I'm seeing here when it comes to you having the deja vu, these are premonitions that you're having in your dream because you're not capable of having waking life at that time because you've got so much on your mind. That's another reason why Spirit's saying, let's calm her mind down. Her mind's going 190 miles an hour, and she's not. So she needs to slow the mind down a little bit because she's processing stuff way too quickly, and you're jumping from from energy to energy, and you're taking it on too quickly. So basically the door opened and everything flooded in, and you're trying to process 90 million things. So breathe, take yourself that 15 minutes a day, even if it's 15 minutes right before you go to sleep, give yourself that 15 minutes. She says that makes so much sense. She goes, my bare feet are always in the grass. Good. Keep them in the grass. Keep yourself ready to rock and roll. Make sure that things are ready to rock and roll. and that you are trying to get everything put together, and don't second guess yourself. I don't really feel like that's what you're doing. You're just overthinking, overanalyzing. So try to calm that down if you can. Go with your first instinct. It is the right one. You're a good girl. I'm going to pass it to Emma and see what she's got for you. Emma?
Okay, so basically what I'm getting for you are the words yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. And I feel like sometimes you struggle a lot to be within the present moment, because that's what the present moment is. It's a gift, you know? It's kind of like you wake up for the holidays, for Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate. And then it's one of those things of you get up and it's kind of like you forget the gifts. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I want to go eat this food or whatever. And you're like, oh crap, like there's little gifts under the tree. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this way you have trouble doing. You have so much coming at you a trillion miles an hour to the point you can't stop and you can't sleep. And one thing I'd recommend for you is meditation or holistic therapy. Help them use some healing crystals as well. I feel like there's a lot going on in like your, crown chakra as well, where the mind is and where the third eye chakra is too, here and up here. And I feel like they need some balancing out there. There's quite a few blockages there. And I feel like you just need to breathe and relax. I feel like it's starting to take a toll on your chest too. So the best advice I have for you is to just breathe. Like meditation works wonders for you. And maybe take some CBD oil as well. It's incredible. It works so well for your health. And there's actually research about, who are nonverbal taking CBD oil and they're actually able to talk. So I feel like that would kind of help you in a sense because you're highly intelligent. I feel like you just need a way to like slow your mind down, and CBD oil does wonders for you.
All right. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Deb, I hope that helps. I'm so glad that you are doing the feet in the sand and the grass. Yeah. Make sure you're just keeping up with that. She said, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no
you're
problem.
So welcome. You've got so much ahead of you. And like I said, I know all that information's coming in so quickly. Don't let it overwhelm you. Because when you first start really pulling in that information, if you don't take it slower and slowly build up how to control the flow of information that comes your way, it can be overwhelming. And she says, yes, it does. All right. Well, thanks, Deb. I appreciate you. All right, Jenna Turner. Jenna, get your question ready. Or throw us your question. Blanca D, you'll be after Jenna. All right, guys. We got 10 minutes before we stop anyone else adding jumps. We do have a couple jumps, guys, so please hang with us as we get through the jump list. All right. Jenna's here. Jenna says, what do you see for my future for the next couple months? Is the man I'm with who I'm supposed to be with? Well, when it comes down to the man that you're with currently, there's a trust issue. And with the trust issue, I feel as though is causing a little bit of an issue here. Trust. Okay. So you say the man you're with, is he at a distance? I keep seeing a separation right now. So I'm curious to know if he's at a distance. Like, is he away? Is he on a trip? Is he not communicating? I'm trying to figure out what that distance is right now. And it may have something to do with the trust situation. But, when it comes to that, if we can get past the trust situation, I don't feel that you're going to have a problem being with this person. But I also feel like you want this relationship to move a little faster than what it is. But I'm seeing a comfortable energy. So I can't tell you that this relationship is going to move any quicker than what it actually is at the current moment. Jenna, can you explain the distance between the two of you right now? Is he on a trip? Is he away? Because I don't know what the distance is, and it's driving me crazy. So anyway, the thing is that your energy and their energy does look like it is compatible. but we've got to get past some of the smaller issues and the fact that the relationship isn't moving as quickly as you would like it to. So once we get past those issues, I don't see you having a problem being together. So that's not a problem, but it can become a bigger problem if we don't let those things go. We've got to learn to trust. I know that you've been hurt in the past, and I do see that, but this is not the person you're trying to be with. You're not trying to be with somebody who's going to hurt you again, and I get the caution, but don't allow that to consume you unless they're giving you reasons to, if he's giving you reasons to not trust him. I was going for the word distrust, but it didn't come out. Um, but she said he was gone for a month, but just got back yesterday. We haven't talked much today. Okay, that explains the distance. All right, that makes total sense now. The thing about it is that were you fearful on this trip? Because this is where I'm seeing that you got nervous about the relationship more so than you ever have been. And I don't feel that you really had anything to worry about. But at the same time, I don't feel like you're getting the same thing where he is totally putting 100% trust. So to me, it just looks like miscommunication and both of you being in bad relationships in the past, but neither one of you are actually doing anything to ruin this relationship. It's fear that's taking hold of you, and it's fear that's taking hold of him. And he needs to know that you're not a mind reader. You are not a mind reader. So he needs to realize that he needs to talk. He needs to start communicating so you know where he's at and and he knows where you're at. So the thing is that if you can hang in there, if you can keep doing what you're doing, I see balance coming for you guys. I do believe. She goes, yeah, and yes, he's given many reasons. I understand that, but I don't feel like this is going. If those reasons there are going to be what keeps you guys from being together, it will separate the relationship. If you guys can talk, have a civil conversation, you're going to find yourself in a better spot. So this is where you guys need. Now, don't have this big old talk and just let all the dirty laundry out, because no one's got time for it. You don't, he don't, and then half the stuff you say will just be thrown in the wash and you'll have to repeat yourself. So do it in little spurts, but do not overwhelm each other with this type of energy, because it's not going to help you. But if you're asking, is this man going to be with you? I do see it. We just got to get past some of the bumps in the road. Once we get past that, and now that he's back from his trip, you guys should be able to have some one-on-ones, because I don't feel like the communication on the trip was worth a damn. Oh, she said something. Hang on. It says, we've had an issue in the past where he was loyal and afraid that it's happening now. Nope, not seeing it now. I get that that's fear, and that's why fear was the one thing that I see overtaking the relationship. Have a conversation. You guys need to get back on the same page. I'm going to pass this back over to Emma. Let's see what she's got for you. Emma?
Okay, so basically what you're doing is you're living in fear, and fear and love do not intermingle together. Fear and lust are best friends, okay? And that's what you're experiencing right now. I will tell you this, true love cannot be justified. You're constantly second guessing this guy. You are at the fork. You have your options here. You can either stay with this guy and be low-key miserable, which you are, because you're a very jealous type. You are jealous, okay? You are at the fork.
Guy, you are
easily at the fork. And I feel like, you're constantly in fear, so therefore there is no relationship, because there is no love, because it's all fear. You know what I'm saying? Fear and love are not friends at all. Love and trust, they're best friends, versus, fear and lust, which are best friends, and those don't intermingle. When you start to realize true love, you won't have those trust issues. It won't even cross your mind, like, what if he cheats? What if he leaves? What if he takes my money? Like, that won't even be on your mind when you find the right person. And I feel like you're just scared because you don't love yourself. You don't love yourself at all. The jealous types out there, they hate themselves, and you just need to work on loving you. I don't know why you hate yourself so much. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good things about you, and honestly, you're not ready for a relationship. I feel like you're just kind of walking around trying to figure out who's there to fulfill your needs, and he's doing the same thing to you. Like, that's why he was disloyal, is because, you know, he felt like that there was so much fear to the point it's like, okay, screw it. Like, I can't control what she does or how she thinks or how she feels. And the same goes with him. You know, honestly, it's so much easier after you do this. It's so better just the moment you question and be like, listen, I got to pack my bags and go. I can't be in this relationship. Knowing you did the right thing, even though you feel empty for a little bit for the next couple days, you know, or weeks or whatever it means until the right person comes along, but at least you know you did the right thing beneath it all, even though you may be wanting to crawl back to them, but don't do that. That's lust, not love. Love, there is just, you know, love is just one of those things of until you really feel it and open yourself up to it, you won't know how it feels. Because in order to experience love, you know, you have to work on yourself first and be okay with being alone. It's way better to be alone and love yourself instead of being around 5,000 people who can't even love themselves and appreciate you for you. You will not know love. You cannot make real friends until you love yourself. So basically, it's like, even though society says, oh, this is love, this is love, this is love, I'm telling you right now, they're wrong. So wrong. They're promoting lust, subliminal messages, and that's not what we're here for as human beings. We're, you know, spiritual beings having a human experience, and with today's, you know, government and stuff, it was spiritual awakening. They're trying to dull our light. They're trying to take our freedom because they don't want us having the power over them, because that's how angry and miserable they are. Misery likes company, and we're not for that. So work on yourself and take care of you.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely, because you're not ready for a relationship. It's okay to be a hermit.
Seriously, it's been a long 2 years.
Exactly. This is what I'm getting at, Jenna. You got to leave. You're at the fork. Take the golden road. Don't take the spiky, ugly graveyard road. Go down the golden road with all the beautiful leaves, because fall's coming up. Go down the road with all the whimsical, classy Halloween decorations. Not the graveyard where Zozo's chilling out waiting to eat you up. You know, like, come on. You deserve so much better, and there's a better guy out there for you. He's waiting on you.
All right. Well, Jen, I hope that helps. Remember, you know, if you're going to live in this relationship, you're going to have to drop the fear. That means serious conversation, or you can take what Emma's saying and get yourself out of this relationship and move in a different direction. I'm looking at it, seeing that there is long-term potential, but you guys have some serious work to do.
Put your happiness first.
Yep. All right. Let's keep on going. All right. It is at the half an hour mark, guys. That means we are not taking any more jumps. The jumps we have will be the last jumps of the night. We are going to take a quick break, but after the break, we're going to take Blanca D and then Michelle. Guys, get your questions ready. We'll be right back after these messages. right, guys, and we are back. Let's go ahead with Belanca D. Belanca, go ahead and throw us your question. All right. Mr. Journey, talking about promotions, do you see one coming for me, or am I just at a standstill? Does my work get noticed or overlooked? Just trying to be a blessing. All right, so honey, let's go here. Let's dig deep on this one. All right, so it's not that your work's not being noticed. That's the thing. Your work is totally being noticed, but as for a promotion, no, no. I feel like you're going to get all the work as someone who's higher up. You're going to take on the workload, the payload, but you're not getting the actual pay for it. So right now, I feel like you're kind of just a pawn that they can use. That they know that it feels like they have some type of power over you. And when it comes down to it, this is just exactly what it is: a job. That's it. They're not appreciative. The only way they're going to be able to appreciate you is if you weren't there, because now they're going to have to take on the workload in which you provide for them at the same pay you've had for a while now. Now, I do feel as though that new opportunities will come across and you'll have to adventure and look at those opportunities. But okay, so I see something that would be temporary, but it's not a management position, but you would be filling in for somebody who was, I don't know, like the owner's daughter or whatever. I feel like you would fill in for her while she was on paternity leave, but that's about the closest thing to promotion that I see right now. I mean, they're just taking advantage and they feel that they have the upper hand. But what they don't realize is that employers are having the hardest time right now getting people to come to work and getting people to stay at their jobs. And we're not going to get into politics or anything like that, but everything's a mess right now. And they have a solid crew right now that busts their hump, and the ownership of the business is what's taking the credit. They're not taking the credit for you. They're taking the credit for your work. And they act like, oh, it's so easy. Well, yeah, it's easy as hell if you let everybody else do the effing work. I don't get that this job is going to be your end all game. Like I said, other opportunities will come across your desk. I mean, multiple opportunities, not just ones that we've talked about in the past. But I'm talking about other opportunities will be there for you. And right now, if you're trying to change your career or do something different, if there were ever a time, today's that day. You know what I'm saying? We're in a place where we were just talking about it's hard to get employees. So just be, conscious of that and realize that, you don't have to be someone's slave. Wow, yes, I see that. Yes, I thought I would figure that. Yeah, you're going to end up taking her place while she's on fraternity leave. Once she comes back, then will you go back to the same old same? But you're not going to get any more pay. You're going to be on the same pay. You're just going to work more hours. And that's the part that sucks. You're going to take up, well, you're not taking much more of a heavy load than what you already take on, because when you don't do anything, what's there to take over? Well, maybe you can keep her chair warm for her and you can sit in it every now and then and keep it, nice ass print on the chair and keep the temperature up. So when the princess comes back, you won't have to worry about it, because honestly, her energy is toxic, terrible, and she's brought morale down. So just make sure that you are, watching for yourself and you're not allowing yourself to be controlled by them. But at the same time, take advantage of your opportunities that surround you and, check them out, see where they lead. When you find some stuff, let us know. We'll be more than happy to see, if that's resonating. She says, thank you for letting me know. I feel higher goals coming my way. I'm patient. Well, good. Right now is what you need is to be patient while you watch this other stuff walk through the door. I know you're not going to just up and quit, but I do know that these opportunities are coming. The only thing is, as I say, be open to them as they walk through the door. Don't turn anything down. Don't speak before you know the research. So say, oh, that sounds amazing. Take it in, check it out, and then reply. But do not say yes, but do not say no either. Allow these opportunities to flow. You'll find yourself a little happy Blanca, and you'll be super excited. And I can't wait as these opportunities come to the door for you. I'm going to pass this over to Emma. Let's see what she's got. Emma?
Okay, so there's a lot of the good and evil yin yang energy going on here because it's one of those things of there's a quote from Wreck-It Ralph, the movie that goes, I'm bad and that's good. I will never be good and that's good, but there's no one I'd rather be than me. And that's something you got to focus on. There's good and evil in every situation. However, good and evil's in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? And I think for you at this current job, it's not good for you. It's toxic. So therefore, from your perception, you're here instead of here. You know what I'm saying? And even though not everybody, with you being yourself, I feel like you need a job where you can be more of yourself. Because that's where the quote comes, I'm bad and that's good. I'll never be good and that's good. There's no one I'd rather be than me. You know, because in the eyes of other people, you can be good, evil, anywhere in between. You know, someone's always going to say something about who you are as a person, no matter who you are. We all bleed red. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things of, you know, I feel like you got to stop worrying about what other people think of you or what they say about you too. It's one of those things about, you just got to worry about you. There's a lot of, you know, worrying about other people and what they say and think, because the beauty of life is when you stop worrying about looking stupid, your life opens up and you are like a bird free from a cage. Literally, like the moment you stop worrying about looking stupid and stop trying to be everybody else and stop trying to follow the trends, explosion. You may lose a lot of people. You may lose a lot of so-called support, but what are you losing? You know, if they're acting this way, a true friend would be there for you no matter what. A true coworker would be there for you no matter what. You lost nothing because they're ghosts. You know, and I feel like with this new job, it's kind of like you're doing this thing up in this job. Well, when I do this, then I'll be happy. When I do this, then I'll be happy. When I say this or do that, then I'll be happy. But guess what? You're only wasting your life away, Blanca. You've already lost so much. Don't lose this. You have you. This is making me emotional, but listen, sweetheart. You have you.
Yes, thank you, Emma. You're on point with my feelings.
Yes, absolutely. It's like you have you. Please do not waste it. Okay, you've lost too much to lose yourself. Okay, please worry about you. Do some meditation. Focus on who you are. Tune out the rest of the world. It's okay to be selfish. Like I said, I'm bad and that's good. I will never be good and that's good, but there's no one I'd rather be than me. Keep that in mind. Watch Wreck-It Ralph for me. Okay, or better yet, do it for yourself. I want you to look up that clip and really have that ring true in your head, because it speaks the truth. So many people look over that and think, oh my gosh, they only see the bad in that, but they don't really realize the true, you know, meaning behind that quote is be yourself regardless of what anybody else says, and do what makes you happy. For example, there are influencers online. They make their living off of that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you have to be the person. Thank you. And you have to.
Thank you, love your quotes.
Yeah, definitely, Blanca. Anytime. It's just one of those things of, you know, you have to worry about you. There's no one you'd rather be but you, because everybody else is taken, Blanca. Okay, you've lost too much and you've gone way too far to keep looking back at, well, then I'll be happy. Well, no, right now. Everything you touch turns to gold, sweetheart. Do it now.
That's exactly what I was saying to you. It's time for you to focus on you. But right now, when those opportunities come through the door, make sure you're open to it. Don't shut yourself off or get fearful, because the fear will take over when you start looking at these opportunities and you're like, well, I don't know what this job's going to be like. I don't know what this is. You know what? The first step you take is in the unknown. You won't live in the same circles. You stay in the circle, you're going to keep reliving your life over and over and over again.
Fear and lust and love and happiness.
Wow, amazing.
Mix, you know?
Absolutely.
Lust and love don't mix.
Nope.
You're welcome, Blanca.
They can be fun. I'm just kidding. All right. So I was just told Love my colors tonight and Scorpio. This is the red and black. All right. So we have Michelle next. Michelle's going to post her question, but she's going to do it backstage for me because she would prefer to keep herself anonymous at this point.
Sure, no problem.
All right. So Michelle says, I want to know if I will get new wheels appropriate for my location before I trade in my current ride. Okay. Let's take a look here. Let's see what's going on. So, Michelle, when it comes down to getting things provided for you, I actually do feel that you're going to get the appropriate things that you need. Now, this showing me here, when it comes to your vehicle, I do feel like you're going to be able to trade it off, get what you're looking for, and move forward with that. I do feel like safety is actually concerning right now when it comes to the current shape of, I'm going to say the tires, because that's what it's showing, that you're a little bit fearful of how that's going to be. But when it comes to getting the proper gear for the vehicle, yes. Will you get another vehicle? Absolutely. I keep seeing a Jeep of some kind. It's another SUV. That's what I'm picking up. It's like a Jeep. I don't think it's a small truck. I'm seeing a Jeep. But this is going to be a vehicle that you need to take care of the things that you need to do. It will be more beneficial for you. I feel like it takes pressure off of you. So that's a good thing. If it's taking off the pressure, then that's awesome. Transitioning, change, positivity, flowing like crazy. So you might find yourself in a place where you're a little bit curious. You're finding yourself, is this really happening? Is this what's happening? Is this what's, you've got change coming. You are moving in the right direction. Positivity, strength, all these things coming your way. So I'm going to say yes to getting what you need for your vehicle. Finances, I see them growing. I'm seeing you taking on a little bit more responsibility. So working for more things for yourself and taking on more business. So I just see, you've worked so hard and you're trying to get, I feel like you're slowly feeling like you're climbing the mountain, and it hasn't been since recently that you felt that this is actually starting to turn around. So you're now just, even though you had positive things come your way, even though that good things were happening, they felt like they were necessities, so they didn't come off as, I'm climbing this mountain. So, but in reality, you are climbing this mountain. You're getting higher. You're getting closer to where you want to be. You're going to start meeting these goals, and you're meeting goals every day, even though you don't feel that you are, or you don't recognize that you are, you truly are. And I feel that your spiritual growth is on the rise. I feel as though be aware of the new stuff that's coming through. Be open. It's a time for you to be open. It's also a time for you to let go of anything from the past, anything that caused you sadness, anything that caused you any kind of hurt, pain, taking those in your life that no longer serve a purpose. I feel like you've done this once before, but I feel like you're going to do it again. There's a couple people that kind of weaseled their way in. You're going to have to kind of push them back out, but they're not terrible people. They just bring you down. And right now, as you're climbing up, to have that down feeling, to have that energy loss is not something you need. You don't need to be distracted or less motivated. You need to continue on your path. She said yes. And, the thing is that you're going to continue to keep going in that direction, because things are going to get better for you. And as we get closer to the top, we get closer to reaching these goals, remember, when you hit the goals that you've met, you need to create more, because guess what? The mountain is not the top. That was just getting over shit mountain. Now it's time to go up. And everybody says, oh, to the moon, to the moon. Well, guess what's further than the moon? Pluto. What's further than that? The Milky Way. What's further than that? Andromeda. Keep going. You may not see all your potentials in the way that they radiate to the world, but the world sees you. And if those who try to crush you, remember this: without haters, you're never going to know how popular you are. I'll pass this over to Emma. See what she's got for you.
So basically, I feel like you don't seem to count your victories, because getting out of bed in the morning, victory. Brushing your teeth, victory. Like, all the things, there's so many things that go right throughout your day that you don't notice. And like I said, the people that are the most lonely are actually some of the most popular people, because it's kind of like the song Stop and Stare by One Republic. Like, stop and stare, I think I'm moving, but I go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and you only need to get what's fair in your opinion, but fair isn't really what you need. You need to work on you. You know what I'm saying? You need to count your own victories and celebrate you. Life is a party. I mean, come on. Just because everybody else around you is like, no, does not mean you can't break the rules. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to run the red lights, as the expression goes. You know what I'm saying? Like the song Red Lights. We can just run the red lights. We can just run the red lights. Nobody needs to say we'll be light years away. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you need to go. You need to fly and reach your potential, because you've been fighting so hard for all your life, and good karma is going to pay off. However, you need to be the one to initiate that. You can only control what you do. And I feel like you need to put more of your focus on the positivity by counting your blessings. Make a gratitude list, count your victories, even if you have to videotape yourself all throughout the day with you just having fun by yourself and just smiling in the camera and talking to yourself aloud while videotaping yourself. Do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things of just tune out everything else and celebrate you. If people call you narcissistic or angry or bitter or sour or a sourpuss, for lack of better words for doing it. Mm-hmm. I know, old 60s term, but anyways, it's just like one of those things of,
Well, Michelle says, thank you so much. She goes, you're doing awesome. And she thinks that, you're resonating with her. So she says many things. But you can continue your message. Just wanted to let you know that's what you're saying.
Thank you. She seems like such a sweetheart.
She's an amazing person.
Yeah, you truly are amazing. I can feel that. It feels like gold glittering and shining on my body right now. Like, I feel like I'm gaining, I feel like a silhouette of armor on me right now, and you're wearing that. Like, you're a warrior, and the fact that you don't see that, it's hard. I'm trying not to inflict my own emotions on this, because I've had very similar experiences, but this is about you. And that's the thing, is you got to worry about you. It's almost as I feel like, like that pull and that string between other people and yourself. And that's basically what you're dealing with. You're giving too much of yourself away. It's okay to be selfish and have yourself to yourself. Okay, because I feel like in the past with romantic relationships, you get taken advantage of a lot, and with friends in school and stuff, it would happen all the time. And just so you know, being alone is a cool thing. Being alone is pretty rad. You're the coolest kid when you can be alone. Honestly, when you're the kid who can sit at lunch alone and look like the hippest, coolest kid rocking Gucci and Prada, you're the coolest kid in school. You know what I'm saying? That's why none of the kids can go near you, because they know they don't have anything to show for themselves, because they know they can't be like you. If you don't have a boatload of haters more than you can ever handle, guess what? It just proves you how popular you are and how noticeable you are and how you make people stop and stare and not move nowhere, because every glance is killing them.
Awesome. People in school thought I was the mean one.
Same. I was always the one where they were like, ooh.
I was the one the girls came to talk to about their issues, and then it got to be the knight in shining armor, and then then I broke all their hearts, because I was like, I don't want to be with any of you.
Yeah, not interested.
I'll be your friend, but that's about as far as that's gonna go. Yeah. All right, let's keep on going here. But Michelle, thank you so much for your.
Thank you so much. Amazing person. You genuinely are. There's not many people like you.
No, there's not. All right, so I need Jessica C to come on down. Throw us your question. Jessica C. Guys, remember, we are donating $1 to St. Jude. So every jump we've had tonight has earned another $1 for St. Jude, guys. From last week and this week, we've got $46. So awesome sauce, guys. Remember, We are trying to work to each month have a new charity to put forth. So if you guys have a charity that you guys would like us to sponsor or do something for, please let us know. You can send an email to mypsychicconnection@gmail.com, and we'll be more than happy to take care of that. And maybe your charity will be on our monthly list.
Yeah, maybe name me or autism up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely. We do have some good ones, breast cancer, and
October's coming up, so.
yes, gonna have what was the other one? Faith knows it. She is actually the one brought it to my attention. Shriners Hospital. That was the other one. So I need Jessica C to go ahead and throw us her question. Oh, there she is. Sorry, I missed you. All right, here we go. So I don't really have a specific question. I was just hoping you can connect with my daughter in spirit. Well, let's take a look and see what I got here. I know you're saying you want to talk to your daughter in spirit, but I'm seeing an older woman around you right now. She keeps talking about change and changing your situation. Are you single right now? Because I keep seeing something about the love life and separation. She's talking about separation. When it comes to the child, I'm not picking up on your daughter just yet, but give it a minute or so. Let's see if I can connect with her. Saying something about love life change, things happening, things are not as the way you would like them. She keeps talking about giving you strength. Feel like there's too many people coming at you at once. Feel like everybody pulls you in so many directions. You keep talking about the things that that are bothering you because people would ask you. She says, in a terrible relationship, get out of it. The spirit is telling you to get the hell out of this relationship. Get out. That's a definite because it says separation. So that to me, get out of the situation. Do whatever you can to focus. She says something about finances and taking care of what needs to be taken care of. Do what you can to save money. Get yourself out of the situation. Ask a girlfriend, can you come stay with them? Ask a brother or sister or somebody, a family member. But you've got to get out of your situation. It doesn't look good, and it actually bothers me. It was the very first thing that came forward. When it comes down to taking care of business, if you can walk away from the situation, life would get better. May not at first, but it gets better after that. I feel like control is not, ugh, this is terrible. Control is bad. They do what they want. I see all types of bitterness there. It's just not good. When it comes down to your daughter coming through, I do see your daughter's energy flows through you. It automatically feels like she's walked through you. That's what I keep feeling. And she said, yes. So I'm seeing her presence there, and she's like walking through you. She's telling the same message. She's saying the same message. It's time for you to leave. It's time for you to leave. Go. It's time. You can do it. She keeps saying that you keep doubting yourself. Did she die at a really young age? Because I keep seeing very young age. Very little. But of course, when you go to heaven, it changes. You don't leave and go to heaven as a 2-year-old. She says, yes, 20. That's where I got 2 from. The thing is that she keeps saying here that things need to be different. She says that you've put up with too much for too long. Even your friends right now have become toxic to you. She says that, you can't even say what's on your mind because no one's listening because they just want to talk about themselves. And they'll come to you and be, what's wrong? And then you go to talk about it and then automatically trigger something that they know. And then they talk about themselves for the next hour. And you're like, well, I didn't even get the chance to say what I needed to say. And she says, yes, it's time. It's time to separate yourself from the relationship, not only the love the relationship with your partner, but some of your relationships to your friends are so toxic, they're kicking your ass. It's time. Spread your wings. If you feel like you're in the ashes, become the phoenix. Soar out like the phoenix. But you have to. That was the very first thing Spirit said to me, and it wasn't even your daughter, it was a woman. She won't claim who she is, but she says she's been with you for a while. I keep seeing it's like long silvery hair, and she's got the bluest eyes I've ever seen. And I've got pretty blue eyes, but those were some gorgeous blue eyes. She's just wanting you to be safe. She wants you to get out of this relationship because she sees it getting a lot more aggressive. And I'm talking about hands on you. So please take this advice. They're both begging you. She says, sounds like my great grandmother. Well, your daughter says, please, you can find what you need along the way, but get out and cut out some of the toxic friends because they will talk to him. I'm going to pass this over to Emma. I hope that helps. Emma?
So basically, the reason why us women get so laughed at and frowned upon, not to, talk about sexism, but it's like one of those things of we get so laughed at and mocked and laughed and put down upon when we're in abusive relationships because we don't get up and leave because we're stuck in this catch-22 of, well, if we leave, people get mad at us, but if we don't leave, people will heckle at us. But I'm here to let you know right now, you want to break that stigma. You want to do what's right for you. Well, guess what? A real woman gets up and leaves. Okay, a real woman gets the hell up and leaves for her own good and her own sanity. Get out. There are plenty of hotlines you can look up for help. Okay, 1-800 numbers for domestic violence. There's out there for suicidal ideation. There's numbers out there you can call and get help. Okay, please get help. Because that's what's mainly weighing on me right now is the toxic friends and the abusive relationship. You just got to get out. Stay with a relative. Get far away. Take a flight and go to Hollywood for crying out loud. Like, go somewhere and fly away. Take a trip by yourself. It's okay. And don't return back to that house. Okay, please do not return back.
I've been staying because of our 9-year-old son. Grab your son and go.
Yeah, take him with you. Run. Evacuate. There's a fire in the house pretty much. Okay, the house is on fire. Why would you stay in a house that's on fire? Take your son and go. Leave. Stay at a hotel. If you live in debt for a while, so be it, because it's your sanity. Your safety comes first. Okay? If you got to stay halfway across the country and not tell them where you're at with your son, you know what? Stay in a hotel for several months until you get a new house. It's so much better for you instead of staying in a situation like this. Absolutely not. You deserve so much better. You're such a great person. Stop putting yourself up for failure. Call a hotline tonight. Do us a favor and call that hotline and say that we referred you to them and that, or should I just say, it's you. You need help. And, don't bring in sidekick stuff because of how they are. But just please do us a favor, low-key, and call them tonight. Okay? Please get out right now. Pack your bags with your son and go.
Absolutely. Guys, I know that we stay for certain reasons and we sacrifice ourselves when it comes to certain relationships just because we don't want to cause a ruckus. But this type of damage, verbal damage, physical damage, just mental abuse can be more damaging than getting punched.
Absolutely. Call the domestic national hotline, domestic violence.
But the thing is that you can also get out of the situation. Yeah, it may cause a little bit of pain at this point in time. But you know what? If you rip that Band-Aid off, you'll get over the pain instead of pulling it off hair by hair, because that's what's happening right now. And it was an automatic, you said it was your great-grandmother that came through. She was, she's worried about you. She says the finances will come. Don't worry about the finances. The finances will get to you. When it comes to everything else, I see the help out there. Please take it. She goes, you're right.
Do it.
Honey, Jessica, I want you to keep me up to date, honey. Keep me up to date.
Yeah, keep us up to date.
All you got to do is stop by, say hi. We will say hi to you, too. If you got a question, we'll be more than happy to answer it. but just stay in touch, because I want to make sure that you're okay. I'm a bit, from what she showed me, I got a little worried.
Yeah, we're pretty concerned at this point. So if you could just say, hey, I'm here.
She says, my great grandmother has come through me before a lot. Yes, but your daughter's spirit keeps walking through you. And I can tell you right now, you can smell her. You could smell her, and it freaks you out. But she's letting you know that she's here, and she will, she will get there. She will help you. She's trying to protect you, but she can only do so much from the other side. Jessica, we care about you. You've got friends here. Don't ever think you're alone. You can always find us here. Trust me, we are here for you. Just like we're here for everybody else that comes through this door. It is an open door, and we will always be here for you guys. Remember that. She goes, I will. Thank you. And then she said, thank you again. You are welcome, sweetheart. Guys, that is the end of our show. We got 4 more shows to go before we take a small break, before we get into season 2 of MPC Live. Guys, check out the lineup. Remember, guys, we are trying to raise money for St. Jude Children's Hospital. It is a great charity that helps families and children in dire need at that point. Guys, we want to say thank you so much for being here. Emma, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, from everyone here at My Psychic Connection, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. We're going to be here with Nikki Taylor. And then again, Nikki's got a show after our show at 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central. And I have to learn specific Pacific time because I do not know it off the top of my head.
They're 3 hours behind us.
All right. So, guys, thank you guys so much. We do appreciate you being here. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. The credits didn't come up.